directly towards her base. And then repeat. This is just kind of how you keep yourself safe from a direct engagement.
Okay.
All right, keep producing Hydras to replace what you lose here. And you really need to get those swarm hosts over to her side of the map so you shut down her production. So keep moving. Okay, another spawn towards her base. And unburrow. And move forward again now. You want to be hugging those locusts if possible.
Oh,
there
shit.
we go.
Very
This
well.
is good. This is what you want it to look like. Versus, now burrow. There you go. That's the micro. All right,
Okay.
you can pull back your army to deal with that.
Okay.
Just keep pushing forward with those swarm hosts. Actually, there's her fourth. So let's go ahead and just rally those swarm hosts to her fourth.
Okay. God, she's just doing a ton of damage.
Well, you've got your swarm hosts where they need to be, so we can finally shut this down. Not all your swarm hosts are rallied, just so you know.
They're not?
Nope.
Oh shit, you're right.
All right, you're ready to scoot up a little bit with those swarm hosts.
Oh man,
And
I'm like
we'll-
almost out of everything.
Yeah. Go ahead and shut down those stalkers in the lower left at your natural. And you need to get some mining going on your fourth, because that's going to be one of your few remaining bases here soon. So you do have some idle drones that you can put there.
Oh, I do. Yes.
First, go ahead and take your hydras and clean up those stalkers that are in your main, or in your natural.
Okay. Ah, crap. Recently rallied the swarm hosts.
Oh, whoa, those hydras, why are they leaving? Why are they leaving?
I have no idea. Why are they leaving?
I don't know, a control group mess up of some sort.
Oh, Jesus.
And they're still doing something funny. I don't know where they all went. You might have just lost them all from the move command.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you lost a bunch of those hydras to a move command. Oh, they're all heading down to the swarm host for some reason.
Okay, I don't know what to do. I'm feeling overwhelmed.
Go ahead and keep pushing forward. At this point, you've got to do more damage.
Okay.
You got to shut down her third next and just get her to a point where she can't mine anymore. She's going to continue spawning. Actually, it looks like she's just going to straight up flank your swarm hosts. I'm really wondering if... I don't know. I mean, practice makes perfect, but it feels like swarm hosts overwhelm you right now. I think you did a lot better with Roach Hydra.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because the thing is, you have to have really crisp control groups to manage swarm hosts, and a lot of the screw-ups have been from control groups, like trying to reposition your swarm hosts, and then you did a move command on your hydras, and that's where you ended up losing all of them. So don't let it get you down. It's just, I don't know. It's up to whether you want to stick with this or if you want to tone it back until your control groups are cleaner.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can win this.
No, I definitely feel like you've lost this one.
I can't keep up with that other multitasking and those blink stalkers.
Yeah. And
Well,
I mean, there's...
I think I don't feel like Swarm Host is the best choice for that unit composition, just in general.
Versus Blinkstalker? Yeah, I suppose so. Wow, everyone's spamming me about the stream as if I can do anything about it.
What?
Anyways, my stream. Twitch has been really problematic lately.
Okay.
Anyways, but yeah, I don't necessarily know that it's going to be the best versus that, but yeah, you were wanting to go Swarm Host. So we did. Now versus Blinkstalker, I would definitely say Roach Hydra is going to be a lot better. But I guess that's just kind of a matter of preference. I still like to go Swarm Host, but that's just more because I'm very comfortable with pushing those Blinkstalkers back, and if they do decide to trade, I'm generally confident I can deal with whatever they blink in with my Hydra Queen.
She says I shouldn't have GG'd.
Yeah, she didn't. Yeah, your resources were out. She had about 4,000 minerals and 3,000 gas banked.
Oh, okay. I see. Well,
So I
Yeah.
mean, with warpins, I think she would have held just fine.
Okay.
Army graph. That's the one thing I'm curious about. Now you were ahead on army until the very end when she cleaned up all of your swarm hosts, but you were ahead on army for the bulk of it.
Yeah.
Otherwise. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the next game here.
What map do you want to do?
It's up to you. That was all the new maps.
I want to do this map again. Oh, the first one we tried, that is the Derelict Watcher. Whew. All right.
All right, I'm set if you are.
Okay. That was a tough game. I didn't like how that turned out at all.
Yeah, well, it's some of it's the trouble with the blink stalkers and swarm hosts. It's a whole different level of multitasking that's required to manage that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you were in pretty good shape until you switched into swarm host, and then a lot of the locust spawns were thrown away to either just not being rallied or rallied in the opposite direction of the army.
I see. Okay, so what's the plan now? Win?
Yes, 11 overpool transition into win, but the first step is we actually get our 11 overpool done.
This is the game. This is the game where it happens.
It will happen.
This is it. This is the one where I don't get distracted by anything else. It happens. Okay, here we go. Extractor. Drone.
Yes.
Overlord. Here. No, don't you dare be idle. You fucking... There we go.
Step 1 is complete. Step 2, yes, yes.
Okay, I didn't build...
All
I
right.
thought I built 2 overlords by accident.
Step 3 is to make a pool.
Okay.
I have faith in you.
Yep. I just have to, like, consistently remind myself, like, at the beginning of the game. Alright, now pool. Now pool.
So
Here
do
it
you think
comes.
Zerglings are self-aware?
Yes, I do. Actually, no, I don't. Never mind.
Aha! You made the pool even despite the distraction.
Well, I was dead set on it this time. Okay, here we go. 11 over pool completed. For the
win.
most part. Well, now it's the back end of it.
It's good to know that we win.
Yeah. Okay.
The mid for this map is wide open. It's kind of interesting. We're getting zapped. Oh, careful, you're about to lose a drone.
Oh.
You're about to lose a drone, and you lost a drone.
Oh well, I was too busy BMing. Or it's not even BMing, but.
Well, at least you won the verbal battle.
Yeah. Say.
Actually, you won't need that anymore since the drone died.
Oh well, I'm still gonna make 2 Zerglings. Yes, and then drone comes down. Make hatchery, and then there we go. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay.
All right. Remember, these Zerglings want to be heading towards their natural to see what you're up against.
And the queen. And I don't know why that overload is taking so long, but okay. We are. Oh, look at this.
Oh, look at that. You might get a cancel on that. It's early enough. I'm not sure if she has.
She has
Hold on.
a zealot.
You still have a probe in your main, so let's go ahead and pull back and deal with that probe. We're not going to be able to cancel that.
Okay, where is that probe?
Droning. You are larva capped right now. All right. By Diamond League, you definitely don't want to have that happening.
What?
Larva cap like that, where you're at 3 larvae, therefore not producing them any longer
Okay.
from your hatcheries. Yeah, she still has that probe in your main too.
Where?
Oh, there it is. She's suiciding it.
We need to take this queen down here anyway.
And remember to rally your hatchery. Good.
Okay. Um, I don't like where that probe went.
Yeah, optimally we would have gotten that, but I think thus far it's just hanging out at your third.
How many queens do I have? Do I have enough?
Well, you got 3. You can go up to 4 if you want.
Yeah, I think I don't like where that probe went.
Right now you're supply blocked here, but that's going to
There's some overlords on the way.
You will not be supply blocked for quite a while.
How many did I make?
4.
Oh, whoops.
All right, let's make some drones.
Oh, I see zealots coming.
Let's go ahead and drop some spines at your natural. Also, you're oversaturating your main again.
Crap.
All right, and keep droning for now. Just remember to keep injecting as well.
Okay. Oh, I guess those zealots are not actually moving out.
Yeah, let's go ahead and put a Zergling upper ramp. I'm kind of curious what we're up against at this point.
Okay. Ah. My mouse is freaking out. Not working. Looks like
Okay.
it's trapped in the zealots.
Yeah, I'm wondering where her gas is going. So let's go ahead and start that overseer.
I should also start the.
It sounds like you're still pressing multiple keys for your drones. Is that the case?
I'm moving around. I'm like,
Okay.
I select my hotkeys. I like my hotkey group multiple times sometimes.
But you are just holding down the D key to spawn drones?
Not like 80% of the time. It's not like 100%, but sometimes
Gotcha.
it's pretty consistent at this point.
Okay, let's scout with that overseer.
You see, gate robotics facility, gateway.
Alright.
Nothing too special yet. More gateways.
We do know that Warp Tech just finished those, so we may have some aggression coming. Although, okay, there it is. Those zealots are going to take some time to arrive, so
I'm gonna follow
where's
them.
your tech? Where's your tech?
I don't know. Where is my?
You
tech?
didn't make any tech. Okay, let's make a Hydroden since we're not going to have time for anything else. Remember that? That overseer's being obnoxious. Yeah, remember that rule. When your layer finishes, you need to know why you made your layer.
Okay.
So optimally, we should see a Spire at 75%, or an Infestation Pit already done, or Hydroden and Roach weren't already done. Never a layer, and a minute and a half later, we still don't have the tech.
Okay. I feel like I should also expand.
Yes, and if you're going to commit to that many Zerglings, okay, you already got them. Good.
No, they're just there to hang out.
Yep. They're there to party.
Yeah. They're okay.
And since we have Overlord speed, let's drop creep on her third.
Well,
Both
yeah.
of them.
Oh yeah, that's something I do in ladder very consistently. Is something I like doing a lot. Is dropping that creep. Oh shit.
Oh, hello. Okay, so let's make some hydras and make some spores. That was proxied somewhere. I was wondering where her minerals were going with all those zealots.
I hate losing those queens so much.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not over yet either. Till the spores finish. Let's just keep droning. You're going to have to replace what you lost here, so just alternate drones and hydras and get your overlords hanging out over spores. Alright. I'm liking actually, well, you can go Swarm Host Hydra on this map. I think that'll be fine, especially since we've already seen the Phoenix.
Okay.
And go ahead and put your Zerglings on the same control group as your Hydras.
Are they on this? Yes, they are already. Well, some of them are.
Okay.
Wait,
Yeah,
no.
it looks like not quite.
Crap, I need
And
to.
make sure to get your Hydra upgrades.
Okay. Am I building more queens? Do I have more queens? I have enough. Actually, no, I don't have enough. I need more.
Okay, so she's taking her third right now. We want to deny that. Let's go ahead and get those Hydras and Zerglings across the map. I'm concerned those cannons are going to already be up. They will be, but if she has her army with those cannons, we're going to have to pull back and wait for the swarm host.
Okay.
Go ahead and get a few drones. I'd say get one spawn cycle of drones and some spores at your third to cover it. Okay, yeah, her zealots are coming up, so pull back, pull back, pull back. Everything. Okay. Oh, pull back. Your whole army. Your whole army.
But I want to see if I can pick out some of the zealots.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just keep in mind you don't have Hydra speed yet, so this is
Oh, yeah.
really bad.
Actually, yeah, you're right. Okay, run away. Run away.
Yeah, you're going to lose it all now.
Fuck.
All right, well, at this point, we really need the swarm hosts, but at the same time, we needed those Hydras to be able to deal with the Phoenix, so this is kind of tricky. Also, make sure to get some spores in your third.
Yeah, now they're not doing anything. Okay.
And I'm still not seeing that control grouping. We've only got 6 units on control groups, and it looks like it's just Zerglings. All right, pull back to the swarm hosts.
I don't know if she has detector units yet.
Doesn't look like it. She's going to have to pull back. That's the only thing that's keeping us alive here.
I'm gonna also.
Keep producing.
What, Hydras?
I would say, I'd say equal parts. You need more of everything. Oh, she's got detection now. That's going to be game. I do not see us holding this.
I think we'll hold it.
Yeah, she's going to take your third for sure.
I don't think so.
Actually, yeah, she's way too heavy on Phoenix. I didn't realize she lost that much to the swarm hosts. All right. Well, at this point, you need more Zerglings since you're very high on minerals, and you need a macro hatchery. And go ahead and get everything consolidated and control grouped because pretty much none of your units are on control groups right now.
Yeah, I know. I just gotta get them all together in one big party. Okay, everybody. Let's get together. Okay, macro hatch. I'm gonna get.
And let's get some
Gas.
upgrades started because we're probably getting out upgraded by now.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no. No, fuck. Keep pressing the wrong hotkeys. Gotta get that enduring locust too.
And when Enduring Locust finishes, we want to go ahead and start moving across the map. We're really reaching that point where we need to do some damage.
Yeah.
Right. Hydra Swarm Host is very vulnerable to a Colossus switch, which I'm sure she has in mind at this point. Or she might just want to be aggressive. Let's get those Swarm Hosts burrowed and rally them. Oh,
Oh, fuck.
she's going to snipe it before Enduring Locust can finish. Okay, let's start a new infestation pit down at your natural. Actually, those Hydras are going to have some trouble.
Are they?
Yeah. Oh, that's definitely game. Yeah, she's got your third, and you're not going to be able to quite clean that up. So the big blunder there was moving across the map without your Hydra speed.
Yeah.
I should say not necessarily moving across the map, but then committing without Hydra speed. The moment you realized her zealots were in position, that's the time to turn around. The other thing is when your Hydra Dem finishes, it's just like a Roach Warren finishing at Layer Tech or Metabolic Boost for Speedlings. If you're going to commit to a lot of units, first thing you want to do is get the upgrades for those units. The only time that doesn't occur
Okay.
is if you're immediately needing the units because they're all inning.
I see. Okay.
So yeah, because that, I mean, your Hydroden had been up long enough that you could have actually had both upgrades by the time you moved out. and that would have gone completely differently
Yeah.
if you had Hydra speed and range. Don't let it get you down. We
I
did
know.
take one game off of her today.
Yeah, that's true. But I feel like I need to be that ratio needs to be improving, and it's not.
Well, I think that's because you're trying to play Swarm Host. I
Okay.
honestly don't think you're ready for Swarm Host yet. And I know you don't like hearing that. And if you want to keep using them, then great. But keep in mind that's going to present you with these situations where you're overwhelmed again.
Hmm.
Because until you're control grouping your units, it's just not a unit you're going to be able to get away with using. And 9 times out of 10, when I looked at your control groups, they weren't assigned. I cannot stress enough how important that is that you have that down by this point.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to get it down, but it's just I don't know. It's got to be muscle memory, brute force type of stimulus response, and it's gonna take a while for that to
You,
happen. I feel like.
there was one thing that I've seen some people do to help solidify it. I did it with supply blocks, and I found it taught me really quickly to not supply block. I don't do it anymore, but it definitely can help. And since there's unranked, this would give you a place to do that in. You could start a game
Mm-hmm.
in unranked, and the moment you realize that you didn't control group your eggs, leave the game. You just lost the game.
Hmm.
And so you're only allowing yourself to play out the game if you're control grouping every step of the way.
I see.
You can do that to train yourself away from supply blocking, missing injections. For example, I've known some people who, if any time within the first 8 minutes their queens go over, 60 or 70 energy, they leave the game.
Hmm.
But yeah, you got to do something to head that off because it feels like you're trying to advance your play elsewhere when that's the highest priority by far. And especially if you want to dive into casters, if you want to dive into infestors or vipers, it would be even tougher than with the swarm hosts, especially if you want to use them in conjunction with swarm hosts.
I see.
So I mean, it might be worth giving a try. Maybe even just versus the AI, whatever you're feeling comfortable with. But just play some games and don't allow yourself to play the game without control groups because it feels like, as much as you say you've got to get the muscle memory, it also feels like in some ways you're not making it enough of a priority because there's so many times that you make the units and then I'll even say, okay, remember to control group those, and then like a minute or two later they still won't be control grouped.
Hmm.
So that's indicative to me that there's other priorities in your brain as far as what's going on. And sometimes those priorities are as simple as, oh, I've got 4 drones on my gas rather than 3. And I would say actually it's more important that you control group your units.
I see.
So that's the thing is that needs to be one of those things that occurs no matter what you're doing. I mean, I've lost a ton of games because I was more focused on control grouping my units. But that's how important it needs to be. It's like, oh, I just lost all my Zerglings to a Baneling because I was control grouping my next wave of Zerglings. But that practice is what's going to get you to master level.
All right.
So I do have to get going since I have work in the morning.
Yeah, I
And
understand.
I hate to leave it on a negative note, but I still feel like this is gonna in the long run be something where if you can lock down the control groups, you'll be in really good shape. The other thing is I think the injecting does slip a bit, but I again think that falls back to
I
um,
I feel like I'm pretty good with injecting for like the first maybe 5 minutes or so, and then
mhm.
after that it kind of falls off the rails.
Yeah, and it depends on what's going on. I think if there's any time where you're
Yeah.
having to look away from your main or look away from your macro, the injecting slips. So that is one thing you also want to kind of keep in mind is start having a bit of a clock in your head when you're
Hmm.
looking elsewhere, where you just say, I should probably keep an eye on my injections. Katie's getting needy.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I can't stress enough the concept of maybe just playing games and not allowing yourself to play through the game unless you control group.
Okay.
Because something's got to get that to stick.
Yeah,
Because
that's true.
honestly, we look at it now, and maybe it's because we're coaching, but I don't feel that I saw um, your control grouping become more consistent from the last couple sessions we've had.
I see.
And that's where I start to say, okay, we're going to hit a really hard ceiling here if that doesn't get cleaned up.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Well, I'll try and make it a priority. I'll definitely do whatever I can. I just don't understand why it's giving me so much problems. I can't seem to figure out why it's like it's
Well,
not clicking like that. I don't understand what the deal is.
well, and consciously, I guess when I say it doesn't seem like you're making it a priority, it's not because you're not consciously making it a priority. It's because you're not subconsciously making it a priority. You literally are like, if I look at your screen and I look at where you're viewing as we're playing the game, and I mention, oh yeah, you've got a whole bunch of hydras that aren't control grouped. You're not looking at those hydras. You're looking at the battle. You're looking at your swarm hosts or something to that effect, and you say, oh, my hydras aren't control grouped. So you register it,
Yeah.
but then you go, oh wait, I have to take care of my swarm hosts. And more often than not, yeah, your swarm hosts are more important. But that's where I then fall back on, if the fundamentals of control grouping are not yet there, you may not want to be doing swarm host heavy play yet. You may just make 4 to 6 of them and forget about them, let them do some damage before they die. But the really micro intensive swarm host play requires that your control groups are just spot on. And that I feel like was kind of exposed today.
Okay. Well,
So
I feel like I'm better at this point. I do feel like I'm better than a platinum player. I feel like I'm low diamond at this point.
I agree wholeheartally. I think
Yeah.
Katie upped game a little bit too, so that's
Yeah,
good.
she's definitely up my game.
Well, I think she upped her own game too. The blink play in particular was much better than we've seen previously.
Yeah, that was good.
So,
It was rough.
yeah, I think she's providing you with more of a challenge. So that's good. It's going to force you to improve. But there's a couple of these games I think you definitely would have won with Roach Hydra.
Yeah, you think so?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're probably right. As long as she doesn't have Colossus, then I probably could have gone Roach Hydra and done okay.
Yeah, the blink run bys in particular, I think you would have handled a lot better.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. Well,
Well.
that's.
don't let it get you down. I know
I
how
know
it
it's
is.
it's tough. It's tough, but
Yeah, I'm having a tiltish weekend myself,
Yeah.
so I completely understand how it goes.
no, you got to persevere through it.
Yep. All right, man. Well, let me know later on this week what works for you.
Sure, absolutely. Okay, well, in that case, I want to thank you guys for watching. This has been a thrill. Like, I don't know exactly what to say. It's been kind of a ups and downs episode. I feel like it started off well and then it ended poorly, but hopefully we'll persevere and we'll get some of these minor details nailed down. And one day, I'm gonna reach my goal. It's gonna happen. I'm pretty determined. So, with that, I want to thank you guys for watching. And until next time, this has been the Stalinator, signing off for now. And you guys take care.